Hi, my name is James. I'm with EZBankruptcyForms.com, and right now I'm going to show you how to fill out the bankruptcy paperwork using bankruptcy software from EZBankruptcyForms.com. Now, while bankruptcy can be stressful and complex without us, EZBankruptcyForms.com tries to make things simple and easy with us. We try to deliver accurate results and save you a lot of time. So let's get to it. The simulation that we're going to run, Joe Q. Anybody and Mary K. Brown are a married couple and they're filing jointly. Joe has a salaried job making $4,500 a month, and Mary has a salaried job also making $2,000 a month. And in this simulation, Mary also has a pension that pays her $600 a month. Joe and Mary live in California and have a three-person household. So let's get to entering the information. First of all, Joe Q. Anybody, and the co-debtor being Mary K. Brown. Joe and Mary have done their research on the EZBankruptcyForms.com bankruptcy tutorial and have found out that the proper place for them to file their particular bankruptcy is in the Northern District of California, and they're going to choose it from the drop-down menu here. And moving along, this comment box is provided through our software at EZBankruptcyForms.com, and it says that since they are filing for bankruptcy now but yet haven't filed, they don't yet have a case number, and it's okay to leave that box blank. This comment box over here says that don't put anything in this box. Don't worry about what is there now, because it's going to be auto-populated based on the information that you put through in lines 1 to 14. Getting to line 1, it just asks what's the filing status. Single, married, married filing separately. Well, in this case, Joe and Mary are married and they're filing together jointly. Line items 2 through 10 have to do with income, and these comment boxes tell you where to put what sort of income in what box. And for salaried jobs, if you look at that comment box, it says put salaried jobs in line item number 2. As discussed before, Joe makes $4,500 a month, Mary makes $2,000 a month, and there's no other salaried income. These other boxes, which deal with income from a business, profession, or farm, are in this case insignificant because neither one of them own a farm or a business. But going down to the pension, Mary, of course, has $600 in pension. So in our simulation, items 2 through 10 get auto-calculated in line 11. Line 11 right here. You'll notice that the places where you're supposed to put data are blue, and the places that are auto-calculated are clear. The cells are. So in this case, you do not put anything in line item 11. It's auto-calculated for you. Joe's $4,500 a month, plus Mary's, as soon as I press tab here, $2,600 a month, her $2,000 plus the $600 there is $2,600, is a total of $7,100 a month that they make as a household income. Line item 12, which you also do not have to put any data in because it's auto-calculated, takes that $7,100 and calculates it as a yearly income by multiplying by 12, and their yearly income is $85,200. Line item 13 is the first thing that you need to put data in yourself. Two simple questions. Where do they live? As discussed before, California. How many people are in their household? 3. And this is where you would hit the roadblock if you were not using bankruptcy software. The next question says, fill in the median family income for your state and size of household. That's an interesting, confusing question. Looking for more information. To find a list of applicable median income amounts, go online using the link specified in the separate instructions for this form, and this list may also be available at the bankruptcy clerk's office. Well, instead of doing that, you can just go to the comment box provided by EZBankruptcyForms.com, open it up. The link they're talking about is this one right here. Just copy it over here, and down below there's instructions, but I'm I'm going to skip reading the instructions because I already know what they say. I'm going to put the link in here, paste it in, and it'll take you to a page from the Department of Justice Census Bureau. What you're supposed to do is scroll down to this drop down menu and choose the latest date for you. Press go. It's going to open up a new tab. And on this new tab, find this link right here. Click it. It'll open up another new tab with a table with the information you need. Then you just simply say, okay, my state is California, and the number of people in my household is 3, and that is the income threshold for my situation. Go back to, copy that, go back to the forms. I guess I can close that. Now, before I enter that in here, I want you to notice something. Line 14 is checked 14B, and 14B means you have not passed the means test. And that is comparing line item 12B, your monthly income, with the threshold amount. And since I haven't put anything in there, the threshold amount is currently 0. 85,000 is more than 0, so line item 14B is checked, and it says you have not passed the means test, and you need to fill out another 8-page form to see if you qualify a different way. Now, when I put that information of the threshold of 97,000 and change in here, when I put that in and press tab, you'll notice that the 14B, it calculates that this is now larger than this. 14B is unchecked, 14A is checked, and it says, hooray, you've passed the means test, you're below the income threshold. You, number one, have passed, and you're allowed to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and B, the next 8-page form you can skip. And all you have to do is to remember to sign right here and date this when you print out all the remaining forms. Okay, you've qualified for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. You don't have to fill out the next form, which is 8 pages long. So we're going to skip past that, and we're going to proceed to entering your Social Security number. Now, what I want you to notice is the information of filing in the Northern District of California has transferred over from the first page, as has Joe's name and Mary's name. We're going to enter a Social Security number in for Joe, and a Social Security number for Mary. Just to show that our software works even for forms that are very simple. Now, one thing that I want you to notice as I'm skipping through this is at the top left of the page, Joe's name is auto-populated throughout, all the way through the form, so you don't have to refill out things over and over and over. Now, I did cheat a little bit, and I entered some information about the creditors on line 41, but I did it for a point. When you're filling out the bankruptcy forms, there is a thing called a creditor matrix that you need to send to all your creditors that say, hey, I'm filing for bankruptcy, stop all collection claims. And you need to type out this really long form that makes mailing labels, and the court clerk mails out the information that you've filed for bankruptcy. And two, I wanted to show you that our forms auto-calculate the creditor information throughout. So the first place that Joe owes money to is to Doc Brown on a debt that he encountered in 1985 for $32,000 and change. And the second debt that Joe encounters is the payday loan sharking debt that he encountered in 2021 for $7,889. I chose those numbers because in your head you know that this plus this equals $40,000. And what we're going to do is skip ahead to show that those numbers are calculating properly. And in there, you got a $40,000 total. and a 40,000 grand total for all his debts in all the separate categories. I know that I only put in 2 creditors, and you're probably going to put in like 30 or 40 or some larger amount, but I want to keep this simple for the simulation. And a couple pages later, the information for the mailing matrix that you're going to have to send out when you file for bankruptcy is right there. There's Doc Brown's information and the information for payday loan sharking that you can say, don't try and collect debts for me anymore because I filed for bankruptcy. Now, I've tried to keep this short and simple, and it's probably more simple for me than it's going to be for you because you've never done this before. But you can fill out the bankruptcy paperwork by yourself if you follow simple instructions from our bankruptcy software at EZBankruptcyForms.com. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Whether you purchase the software or not, I appreciate all the support, and good luck with your bankruptcy.